Hola clase, hoy vamos a tomar apuntes del presente de los verbos de cambio radical y the ones that change to an E to an I. So these are both verbs that will change an E to an I. Bien chicos. So vamos a escribir el número, la fecha y el título. Presente de los verbos de cambio radical y de una E a una I. ¿Sí? Estos verbos son fáciles. Vamos a hacer una lista. En este capítulo tenemos algunos. We have a few verbs, right, that will change an E to an I in the present tense. So let me make a list of those verbs. Tenemos el verbo pedir, el verbo servir, repetir, el verbo freír. También tenemos el verbo seguir y tenemos el verbo vestirse. ¿Sí? Tenemos 2, 4, 6 verbos. ¿Sí? All right. So what you need to remember in these verbs, it's something, how the change is going to happen. So where is the change is going to happen? Okay. So we have this rule, or this is what applies to it. Okay. Vamos a escribir that the rule is. The rule, remember there's a few rules to it, that you're going to make a change in a particular letter, right? A particular letter, you're going to make a change. So in this case, it's going to be the E that's going to change to an I. So the E in the infinitive, changes to I in all forms of the present tense, because we're talking about the present tense, of the present tense, except, there's an exception, except nosotros, nosotras, and vosotros, okay? So the E will change to an I, right? So in pedir, this E, servir, this E, repetir, it's not going to be the first E, but the second E, so it's going to be the idea that it's the E closest to the N. Freír, this E, seguir, y vestirse, this E, because this E right here of se, it's part of a pronoun, so this is a reflexive verb, okay? Remember that. So what does that mean? With vestirse, every time you conjugate vestirse, you're going to use the pronoun, okay? You have to use the pronoun. Bien. Vamos a continuar. Let's do a few. Let's see. Let's do the verb pedir. Pedir. Okay. So how is that going to look? It's going to be yo pido, right? Yo pido. Tú pides. Él pide. Nosotros pedimos. Vosotros pedís. Y ellos, ustedes piden. Okay? See that? And always remember that depending what the verb is, the ending of the verb, that's the ending you're going to be adding, right? In this case, it happens all of these verbs end in IR, ER, so you're going to be adding at the end a regular IR ending, right? Just remember that. That's another rule about stem changing verbs. Muy bien. Vamos a hacer otro seguir. Seguir is going to be different. Seguir, so pedir, servir, repetir, they conjugate like this. Seguir conjugates a little different. It's going to be yo sigo, tú sigues, él sigue, seguimos, seguís y siguen. Did you see that? Bien, y siguen. Freír is going to change, have a different conjugation. So let's do freír. Yo frío. Tú fríes. Él fríe. Nosotros freímos. Vosotros freís. Y ellos fríen. What is the difference here? That all of the forms have an accent mark. All of them. All of them. And then let's do vestirse so we can go over those reflexive verbs, right? Vestirse. Yo me visto. Tú te vistes. Él se viste. Nosotros nos vestimos. Vosotros os vestís. Y ellos se visten. Okay? So, one thing that's very important to remember is that seguir has slightly different conjugation. Freír and vestirse as well. Freír, vestirse as well, as you can see. Notice pedir, servir, and repetir will not have that. They will conjugate as pedir, right? Regular. Regular. Okay. Let's see. The other thing, I think that's it. I think for now, I think that's one more thing. One more thing is that the present participio of these verbs has I. This is as an example, the present participle has I. For example, estoy pidiendo. Okay? Estoy, él está sirviendo. Ella está friendo, siguiendo. So it's a double I. So you see that? Double I. So remember, yendo and from last semester, so there's going to be a double I with the presente progresivo participle. So this is going back to the presente progresivo. There will be a double I when you're using the presente progresivo. So there's still going to be a change in that E. Okay? Bien, chicos. So, muy bien. Hasta luego.